Hi viewers, how are you? I am hopeful that all of you will be enjoying a happy life. Dear viewers, linking with the previous video in which we have discussed about the research and the types of research, research is defined as a systematic process focused towards a specific problem and the solution of that problem through the collection of data, analysis of data, and grounding the conclusion or finding for the solution of that problem or for the enhancement of knowledge. Life is in itself a systematic process, starting with birth, then infancy, childhood, adulthood, manhood, old age, and then the end of the story. So when we study life, it proves the concept that life in itself is the biggest research. Because in life we face different problems, different issues which are having certain factors, certain causes. When we will focus on the solution of that causes, we will enjoy a happy life. But there are always needed two types of approaches to a problem. The one is known as objective approach and the second one is known as subjective approach. Objective approach is defined as the approach wholly solely for the sake of the solution of any problem without personal likeness or dislikeness. On the contrary, subjective approach is the solution of the problems along with the involvement and mixing and interference of personal likeness and dislikeness. So keeping that idea in mind, I thought why not to share the knowledge with the viewers regarding the characteristics of research, that what are the principles, what are the rules, what is the criteria for conducting a research study focused on specific problems to find out the solution of that problem. So today's video is about research characteristics. That what should be the qualities, requirements, parameters, or the boundaries in which the researcher will carry out the research study. So, research is a systematic process of collection of data. Collection of data means that it should be unbiased, it should be objective. Validated analysis. Validated analysis means that the researcher will go for the use of statistical or the scientific tool for the analysis of the collected data. And interpretation. Interpretation is made by using the statistical tool, that either the statement or the hypothesis is of the research objectives or the research questions are approved or rejected. A grounding result at the end there will be finding and conclusion as well as along with the recommendations. So the first characteristics which is required for a qualified research, authentic and genuine research, is systematic approach. Research is not the process of haphazard events. It has a proper beginning, proper background, proper middle, proper end, and proper recommendation, proper citations, proper references of the studies. So, systematic approach. The systematic approach means thorough study, selection of the problems, verification of the problems, hypothesis submission, research questions, research objectives, review of literature, methods and procedure, analysis of data, findings and conclusions. So, research follows a well-structured and organized approach with clearly defined steps. As I have calculated, as I have told you the steps, that selection of problems, validation of the problems, then research objectives, research questions, research data collection tool, then data analysis tool, then finding the results and conclusions and recommendations. So if we study, it's a systematic process that starts with certain points and ends with certain points. In methodologies, this thing is there to differentiate the nature of the research. If the data is collected in numerical form, it means the researcher is performing quantitative research. But if the data is there in pictures, or in shape of journals, or in shape of words, or in shape of interviews, then the researcher is going to conduct qualitative research. So, research methodology is the tool with the help of which we can categorize the nature of the research. It ensures that data is collected. First, research problem, device of data collection tool, then collection of data, and after the collection of data, there is the process of analyzing that data. After that, there is the process of interpreting that data in logical and judicious manner. Logical and judicious manner means that the data should be validated, its analysis process should be validated, its interpretation should be validated, and it should have all the process in a judicious manner, stopping all the ways of raising questions by the research evaluator. Research is always objective and unbiased. Objective means the process of research is carried out for the verification of available data, available problem, as well as to enhance the knowledge regarding that problem. In the process of research, the research will always be objective and unbiased. Unbiased means the researcher will not focus on personal motive or personal objective. Research is objective and unbiased with the aim of gathering data and conclusion based on evidence. Research is evidence-based. At every stage, the researcher will validate his even single statement by giving the evidence. For example, if there is a citation, so the researcher will say that it is said by Creswell, Research Methodology 2007, 4th edition. So this is called evidence rather than speculation. Speculation means personal views are not acceptable in research. Then empirical evidence. Empirical evidence means the evidence which is based on observation, experiments and surveys along with other data methods. Empirical means validated, based on facts, based on figures, and where the researcher will explain that the data is collected by using the data collection tool of observation. If it is experimental research, by experimentation. If it is another type of research, by using the survey or other data collection method. It means that data is the central point of every research, and if the data collection tool is not validated, the research result will not be validated. There will be always research questions. Research question deals with why. Why the researcher is interested to conduct a research study on the topic of exploring the importance of technology in the enhancement of speaking skill of learners at secondary level. So this is the research problem. For this research problem, the researcher will devise, will coin, will formulate research question. For example, the research question may be that does technological application has any effect on the development of the learning of the students or not? So, research question should be clear. Clear means simple words, concise. There is no space for ambiguity. There is no need of bombastic language. There is no need of tricky language. It should be very simple and clear, along with valid and justified. Justified means that the research question should be directly in coherence with the research topic, because the topic of research is explained by the research question. Then research ethics. Life is ethical by nature. We have to honor other people, and other people are supposed to honor us. We have to maintain the confidential views, confidential secrets of the people to avoid any misbehavior or unwanted situation. So research ethics means it includes consent from participants. Research is always participants based. We have to collect the data by using the population, and out of that population we will select the sample. So consent is must, and researcher will not deal with social issues or personal issue of the respondents. They will always go for asking those questions from the respondents which are relevant to the research study. So, consent of the participants and confidentiality of data. The data obtained by the researchers from the respondents by putting the research question in front of them, the data may be in open-ended question or in closed-ended question. Then open-ended base means that there will be non-restricted response, and they will go for writing a detailed answer. While in restricted data, they will go for yes, no, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree, etc., etc. The last one is generalizability. Research is not carried out by any individual or any institution. It is always having the focus of general benefits. So generalizability means that at the end, when the researcher will get the findings, conclusions and recommendations that will be applied to broader population or context. So the research is not individual based activity, it is general in nature. Its results are collected by a single individual, but it will be applied on the general population, general contents. So dear students, these are some of the basic characteristics of research. So being a researcher of the present or of the future. These things should always be kept in mind to validate your research study. Thank you very much.